Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome back to Timberborn, part 33 in the Greedy Builders series. We might have one more after this. We'll see how far we get today and what we get accomplished. But we're starting way over here by the tubeway that comes from our bot district, leading to our new district that's currently unfinished. In the last video, we had a lot of flooding that occurred in this area. Basically, the entire lower level was completely filled with water. And this is where it was coming from. I made a mistake. When I built all of this, this was a little bit higher above the water yet still. It was fine. It went in right there and straight in. And it worked, and it was fine. But then when I added in the floodgates last time, and we brought this water level up, and we experienced flooding, the water poured right in through the shaft and filled that whole area. And that is how I think it really flooded. I do believe that some of the water did come in here. We saw it building up and getting in here, but I don't think that was where the major source was. I really think it was this. So should this level get up high again here, we will be okay. Back here, not so much, because it is exposed down there. I suppose that I probably could come in and add some of the impermeable floors, but I would have to rip all this out. Everything would have to be torn out, because water could get under any of this and get through. So I would have to rip everything out of this level, put in the impermeable floors, and then put it all back. And I'm not going to do that. I'd rather just deal and hope that I don't get any flooding. And I don't believe that we will, because you can see that this area has gotten much wider and moves a huge volume of water. Even at 1.75, it's not like there's so much flowing through here, it's not really backing up at all. I don't think we're at 1.75. We could probably find out, but I'm not going to worry about it. So yeah, this is much wider now, and now that we're just left the map, I even widened this bit of the channel, getting rid of some of the we had, like, here's the remnants of it. We had just like one tile up, kind of like here-ish and here. I even removed that just to increase the flow of water through here. And it seems to be doing the trick. This is really full. And that's what I wanted over here. I wanted this to all be up there. We're not building anything over here. So if this floods, it floods. Though I have had just this stupid idea of putting in a pump that would pump water up into a secondary channel over this and then out into over there, so that during droughts and bad tides we could pump fresh water out of here and then it would cycle like all the way through. Like, would that even work? I don't know. We may yet explore that idea, because I could easily get power right here for water pumps. I just don't know what it would look like in practice because of how the water pumps work and how deep they can go and all that. But it is something that I'm considering as just like the stupid final project. But speaking of final projects, this is where I pretty much have intended to leave off. Made a few minor changes, just adjusted some platforms so I could get a little bit more dirt up here, just to have a little bit more room to work with. And then I also removed that final tubeway so that we can get rid of these stairs and also this walkway. And I'm going to get them to pick this up real fast, even though, well, it says no storage available. We do have space for that one log, so I'm going to let them come get it. And I may even empty this stuff out here, just so I can kind of get a good idea. Yeah, you know what? We are going to eliminate all of this as well. We should be able to empty these Some of them don't even have anything in them, like the one for grease, because we're not making grease, but hopefully by the end of today we will be. So we'll see. So I'm going to get these emptied out real quick before I destroy them. That way they can at least take those supplies back into their district and distribute them where they can be used. Cool, so we got all those emptied. I've already knocked them down, and they will get over here and start picking up the debris. So I am going to, actually I'm going to let them finish that real fast, because I want to have a nice clean slate here for when we start building. All right, there we go. Cool, that is exactly what I wanted to have happen. So I now want to come in and start looking at the placement of something that's going to be integral to this, and I don't want to start adding dirt blocks just yet because this monument is going to need to go in, and it's going to come in like right behind this statue as close as I can get it. And so that's why I wanted to start here, because we don't want to put dirt blocks where this thing is going to sit. And so I'm thinking it's going to sit like here, which means we can bring in dirt all along this path right here. I think I went a little too far there. Yeah, I want to kind of keep it somewhat contained into a space here. Like that. I think that would be fine. And then we are going to open it up to the sides a little bit, because we're going to get in just a couple more showers up here, I think is all we're really going to need. Plus, I'm going to need a place to bring in the water. And so we're going to need to like get a couple channels that are flowing into here. And to do that, we're going to need some pumps. And that is going to be the trick to figure out at the moment. So I can leave this alone because they can't reach any of this. So that gives me the freedom to figure out where we're going to put the water pumps themselves. Over on this side, I'm really constrained on space. So we're going to do the deep mechanical fluid pump and just have that do its thing. But I can't currently put it in because it doesn't have anywhere to dump. And I think that much is obvious. So I want to get it like as close to this water wheel as possible. So that means I want to blast this tile here. I just want to double check my placement there, just to be sure I'm looking at that right. Yeah, that tile there. And then I want to do the same thing on the other side, but we might have to get a little bit of that taken out. I don't think this, yeah. So that's from there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we are going to have to blast 2 of these out as well. So let's see how tall those are. It looks like a 3. So if we blast those 2, we can get rid of that now. And then blast this one. That will let us start thinking about getting the water pumps in. We are going to have to get power to go across as well. But what we might be able to do is like do a platform here. And maybe get the power to go under a platform and then come out this way. So then again, we're not going to build the dirt yet until I get these pumps situated. So let's get the explosives in real fast. And that did not take any time at all. I'm going to arm them and then we'll blow them all up in one shot. Just like this. Or I guess I forgot to click detonate. Good job, me. There we go. Cool. So I'm going to pause again because I want to keep daylight more than anything. That's why I am pausing so much. So we can get one big pump there, one big pump there. Downside is, obviously, that during droughts, bad tides, no water. So we are going to put in a couple of fluid dumps as well. Don't know exactly where just yet. We're going to figure that out. But first, I want to figure out how are we going to get... We have to connect this power to here or somewhere and get this connected here. This one's not going to be that big of a deal. This will be fairly simple. We can just bring this up with one of these, like right here. And then, whoops, then one of these. But then now how do we get our power over to here. So I'm thinking that instead of having this go this way, I'm going to have it come here to a T and then have this come back around. And then we can come off that T, come down here, come up, and then come up here. And then here we can just run this down to here and connect that. We could maybe even do some windmills just to, you know, kind of match what's back there and just kind of blend the areas together and make them look a little more cohesive. I think that's a good idea. So let's back off on this and instead have this come out this way into a T junction like that. Yeah, I want it to go that way because we then want it to go here with this piece here. I'm not going to be able to bury it completely, but mostly. And I'm okay with mostly. So then that would go there, and then we would just need to turn that corner. Of course, we have to prioritize this pump, or they won't be able to get back there just yet. They eventually will be able to, but not at the moment. So we definitely want to leave room for that. And then I think what I'm going to do here is, oh, you know what, before I put that in, since this is probably going to be exposed to water here, we need to put in the impermeable floors. Let's go ahead and drop those in right there. And then we need to go, well, this is dirt though. Dirt doesn't let water through, so I don't need impermeable floors here. We just need to make sure that we surround this by something. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is dirt. We're fine. I got a little worried after that last bit of flooding that this was going to flood, but no, this is dirt. Dirt holds water without issue, so it's okay. So are these not symmetrical? Like, so that one's over 1, 2, 3, and the spout is there. So on the fourth one, 1, 2, 3, 4 is the spout, and then here, there it is. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, did I really not count that right? 1, 2. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't count that right. Okay. Well, good thing we're paused. Hello, game. Oh yeah, that doesn't work on escape. We got to do that. Okay. So that has to go away. We will fill that back in, like so, and then the pump needs to come over one. So are we then going to have to blast that? I don't think so. I think we blasted down below just fine, but we'll double check here. Yeah, that's where that goes. All right, so I just miscounted earlier. I'm sure you were screaming at me in the YouTube comments, and I'm sorry. So let's prioritize this and this. This is prioritized, but I'm going to pause it. I'm going to pause on this as well. I don't want them to start getting over here and getting stuck and all that stupid stuff. So we're just going to pause some things for the time being. So let me get this taken care of. There we go. Cool. So now that is there, and now that is symmetrical. So I'm also wondering, do I only have one tile of dirt or one layer of dirt here before we are into the next area? Yeah, dang. I was kind of hoping there was two here because it's going to be tricky. I want to have two district crossings leading into over here. Have this path come out and then go across. So I guess we'll just have to go across like right here at the back and leave this open on the sides and then make some bridges over or use some platforms or something like that to get this accomplished. But I think I want to leave this open for the time being here. So that's the middle. We got 4 coming out each side. So now we just have to finalize where the water is going to stay. And honestly, I really think that like this is the play here. I know we don't have a way for the waterfall to come down right now, and I'm about to rectify that here in just a second by putting a block here and a block right there. And then if I take out these 3 center blocks, that should, in theory, drop straight down to right there. In theory, even if it drops on top of the showers, that's gonna be sad, but it should just go straight down. And there's nowhere for it to go here. It's gonna have to drop there. Like, it doesn't really have a choice. So that should work for that. And then we need to bring power over. So let's look at doing that. So I think we'll just do something like this. And then bring it up. Put that there, and then connect that like that. Again, not going to be able to bury it 100%. So I'm almost wondering if it's not worth mirroring what we've done on both sides. Not for necessity, but just for the sake of my sanity. So that would then have that gone. And then it would go up here, right? Mm-hmm. And then it would go over. And then here is where we can't get quite the same, but we can do something similar at least. We will, I always click that when I want this. We will do that. We'll put that in the wrong way and then delete it and fix it. Nope, still, see, I did it again. I always mistake those two. And then we'll put that there. And then to get them to be able to walk behind here is going to be the next rabbit I pull out of my hat, which is just going to be, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, of course it's 7. It wouldn't be perfect, would it? So instead we're going to put 1 in the middle and then do 2 3s. That'll get them there, and then we can do the same thing like right behind the fountain. And then this could be where our path into the district goes. Yeah, so we'll actually have a little bit of water flowing under here. And that'll be fine. So, that means I could just fill up like that little bit and that little bit with some dirt. I kind of like that idea. That way this all feels at least a little bit more as one surface. Obviously can't fill that up, but I could then just put this here and this here, and that'd be fine. Yeah, I'm good with that. So then the path off of this would come this way and then come out like this direction. And then that's the only thing for water that I need below this level. But I also want some housing up here, as well as some monuments that are going to be on this lower level, just to give them a bit of depth. We haven't used our 2 middle monuments yet, the, however you say that, of bonding and the flame of unity. So just looking how the monuments are spaced, the Flaming Unity is, I'm trying to remember, this one is for the Folktails, yeah? So I'm thinking if I bring them like just 1 in from the edge of the pond and then bring them right up to the edge there, and then the same thing here. This one is, no matter what you rotate it, it's always the same. So then that would be that set there. So then we know we can fill all of, we'll come back this with dirt blocks. So let's do it going this way. So we'll fill that in, and we'll fill that in. Autosave got me again. And then I want to think about where I want the housing. So that covers pretty much everything up there. That covers pretty much everything up there. That covers it all. And then these cover a pretty broad range as well. So essentially, I could build like 2 there and still have my housing, quote unquote, exposed to where the front door is going to be at ground level facing back this way. So let me think about this for just a second about where exactly I want these houses to go. So I think I'm going to push them to that outer edge. So like right here on the edge. And then I just want to double check. Yep, that is right on the edge of where the impact of that is, or the effect of that is. Area of effect. That's the word you're looking for, Brandon. And then same thing there. Yep. That is exactly right. And then while I'm thinking about it, we're just going to go ahead and throw some roofs on top of these. We're going to go a little bit simple instead of going with the one that has the overhang over the porch. I guess they both have the overhang over the porch, but instead of going with this one, I think we'll go that way. I don't know. Now that I look at it, I think that this other roof does suit what we're doing over here a little bit better. It might be a little bit visually heavy, but I think, see, because I think if those are at 2 different levels, I would be happier with that. Yeah, I was happier with the other roof. I know I'm being indecisive. I'm sorry. But I want to get this right. You know, I just want it to be a place I'm proud of. I am already proud of this whole cliffside thing that I've built. I think it's pretty special. Okay, come on, game. There we go. So now we need to think about the little bit of recreation that we don't have, which isn't a lot. We don't have the exercise plazas. Oh, no, we do have exercise, but we don't have the carousel, and we don't have the wind tunnels, and that's basically it. So I want to find a place that we can get both of those in easily, but I think we're going to push them like way to the edge on these, as well as the carousels. We may even put like something back this way, but if I push them out way to the edge, it's going to leave me room to let everything breathe and have space. They're not going to sit at this level, but I kind of want to get an idea of where they're going to be, because I'd like to bring the power from under them. While I'm thinking about things that need to come from underneath, we are going to need tubeway that comes up, because our tubeway stations will be sitting up at that level. So, and same with our power over here. That is going to have to pop up here. There it is, like that, and then go across to over there. I really do think we're just going to do a row of wind and a row of wind. That way it's I can get this connection made easy. How I'm going to get it to come off of here is a little bit more of a challenge. I guess I could actually bring it up here into a T. It would have to go here into a T, wouldn't it? Yeah. Let me think about this one now too. Yeah, I am gonna terminate this on this level. Well, not terminate it, but have it come in, and then we're gonna go. I'm just to make it easier, we're gonna do that, and then we can have it make it climb up here, and that way it's just kind of over here out of the way. And I can then run the power for everything underneath. Neither one of these have to be on the ground, so I can run it under and hopefully make the connection, is my hope. The wind tunnel, I don't know, like, is the whole thing going to be able to be powered underneath? Do I have to have it at just a certain spot? I have no idea. Which is kind of frustrating to not have any idea whatsoever where this needs to go. So I'm hoping that it can just hit like any spot underneath and it will be fine. That's going to be the goal. And I think I kind of want it like, I almost want them to be like way up here, like right at this edge. So they're just kind of like this extreme adventure thing. And then maybe get the carousels kind of a little more towards the back. Or... you know, I said that, and then we're gonna do one of each here. So we're gonna put that there, but then we're gonna look at a carousel being right at the edge, and of course that house is a lot closer, or this edge is a lot closer, so we don't have quite the same spacing. I think I like the carousel up here more, just because it'll go out over the edge a little bit. And I think that just kind of looks cool. So we're going to move it over one. Or better yet, we'll just fill that in by one. So yeah, this is going to go. We're going to do carousels to these edges. So over here, it's just 2 away. or 1 away. No, it'll be 2 away in the end. And then so over here, it'll be 2. So the middle of it is going to be, I'm just going to put 1 down and then kind of start working the power over that way. And then we'll see where I need to like put a platform and all of that. So if I bring just straight shafts back and then turn right here, just in case I decide to put something else up here, I'm going to do that. And then we need to get rid of this. I'm going to bring it over just like 1 and up. And by that I mean I'm just going to put one of these right here. And then hope that that is going to power the merry-go-round. What do they call it? The carousel. That's my hope, is that that will just work. So then that has that then coming out right where I want it, yeah? Let's just be sure. So that would be like there. No, it would be there. Yeah, okay. Good. You know, I'm almost thinking maybe, because this has like a little ladder to get into it. What if we did have it sit down lower? Will it work? I'm assuming so. Like if we do that and then we just have the dirt blocks come up to it, what would that look like? About to find out. We'll just do some there. Yeah, it's kind of cool because it's got then like these little drop-offs that are there, and the back side will be completely exposed. I think I like that actually. So yeah, we're gonna do that. So let me replicate that on this side. Okay, so I've got that in, but I'm gonna hold off on the power right there for just a moment. So now I think, because everything else is gonna sit up on dirt blocks, but I've got to figure out where we are going to put these guys so that I know where I need my power to go. So I'm thinking, all right, you know what? I am going to fill in the dirt blocks. I think it'll make it easier for me to visualize this with it filled in. So give me a second to do that. I'm just going to bring that in like that. I would like to hide this stuff, so that would get covered with that. And then there will be just some platforms, but that's fine. I think it'll be just fine to have that with a platform, and not everything has to have dirt. I do like how that just kind of comes out there. I dig it. I really do. And then we'll bring this out to about there, and then there. Yeah, that'll make a nice little corner. And then over here, I think we'll go just like there behind this one. And we'll fill all this in just again so I can kind of see what I'm doing. Because what I want to do is get my district crossings and my tube way stations in so I can see how they're going to sit over here. And then, you know, just kind of go from there on that. So district crossings can go like just right here, just like immediately into the district. So boom, we're now in the district. And I'd really like for them to be able to quickly get into the tubeway stations so that the beavers who work here, or the beavers that work here, can jump in and immediately go down to where all the storage is. So if we put our tubeway station like right there, and the other one, oh my gosh, what is, it's autosave. I'm like, what is causing this lag? And then the other one right here. So cool. That would get a connection there. That would get a connection there. And then that would leave me plenty of space to do the other things that we need to do here, which is one, get a path to everything. But two, I would like a couple water pumps up here, as I mentioned earlier. So I think I may just like sneak those in, just like right like this, and put them right on the edge, and then we can kind of maybe hide them behind some decoration a little bit. So we would want our fluid dump dudes here. This is to keep just some water in here when there's no water coming in there. It probably won't be enough to keep the waterfall going all that well, but down in the other level that needs water, there are fluid dumps there, so it'll be okay. And I'm really thinking I should bring this actually in farther. I think it looks kind of weird being a big rectangle like that, so let's do a redo here and maybe bring it in so I could go quite a few tiles in. Like, I can go all the way under it if I want to. But if I go like there, I think I'm good with that. Yeah, that shrinks it down a little bit more. I think makes it look a little bit more reasonable in size. So then we can continue, put these all the way in the back, and then we'll really be able to hide them. Granted, we have to come around like this because I don't want... oh, I can't connect there, though. Yeah, because the path for these guys are here. Okay, so we will move them up one. I was thinking if I move them all the way back, that would be easier to hide them. But I can't because I don't want this district over here working these. I want it to be the beavers that work here. Haven't counted the number of jobs that we're going to need yet. I mean, like 10, 20. There's another one of those down there, 30. And then we're going to need some farmers. And we should have enough beavers. Yeah, because we're going to need some haulers and a couple people to work in the district center. But I think we'll be okay. So that's, we said 30, 34, let's say 20 haulers, 54. And then there was another thing I was just thinking of, like farmhouses and stuff, 54. But we've got like over 100 beds here now, I think. So we should be okay. So cool. Anyways, fluid dumps. Right there and right there. And then I just need to think about, one, where we're going to put our big, giant wind tunnels. And I think we're just going to go like right against the edge, maybe even directly opposite the entrance for the carousel. So that covers 2 tiles there. So we can go like that. And then we will bring that path straight like that. And then we can come here, come down like this way, bring the path out for the houses right there, and then connect there, and then maybe connect like there. I like that, actually. I know I sound shocked. It's because I am. I genuinely am shocked that I like that. So then this one comes to there. I'm just trying to mirror it by looking over what I did over there. And then here. No, it's 2 in front of this guy. So like that. Is that what we have? No. What are the... Oh, these houses aren't as far... okay. So it's kind of mirrored, but not really. But it works. And then we'll figure out other stuff to put in the middle. For now, the power isn't going to be that difficult. I just have to get it run from here, which I've just realized a mistake that I've made. That can't be there. So we'll see a little bit of the infrastructure, but not too terribly much. So then we'll need to go up and then over. And then this one, though, is a little trickier because I need to get it to connect to there. So maybe we build up the side of this hill just a little bit more. Not exactly what I wanted to do, but if we need to, we need to. I can still get away with some changes in elevation here. So if I do something like this, this should work. So then get rid of that, get rid of that. And then I can put that one block back there. That is a big giant section of just flat, and I'm not very happy about it. But I think we can deal with it. I think we can make it into something better. So, this now needs to come out just straight, and then turn, and then come this way, like so, and then up, and then that, and then turn to go into there, and then out the back, not a big deal. We can figure out, like I said, we're probably going to just do wind turbines there. And then this one, super easy to connect. It's like right there. So we will do that, and then we'll bring it out like this way to have it come back a little bit, because I think what we'll do is so that can't go there, it can go there. So well, okay, that's not quite where I wanted that, but whatever, we can live with it. So then we can go like that, bring this here, go here, and then bring that all down through there. This is connected to our main power network to the other side. This dips down below, just like making sure that I haven't missed something to where this area is not going to be powered all of a sudden. And then we can kind of do the same thing on this side of just getting this connected this way, and then we'll come back here. No, we'll go here and work our way backwards so that I know that I'm getting this right. So then we need that there and a curve right there. So that's a lot to get started with. I am going to pause these because I don't want them pumping water. And I'm going to pause the big pumps because I don't want them pumping water. But for the rest of this, we can get building here. I'll just unpause everything else. Oops, I just repaused something. What is paused right there? Oh, the one underneath. Did I get to that? Yeah, there it is. Cool. And then one here and one more right there. I think everything's connected. I don't really know 100% for certain, but we are going to go into building montage and cross our fingers and hope that this is all ready to go here. And for the most part, this up here has all been built. Actually, no, it's all been built. Cool. So if I did everything right, one, we shouldn't have anything flooded. And two, we shouldn't have any unpowered buildings anymore. So, moment of truth. Yeah, we just have building lacks water. Cool. And that's a known quantity. That's fine. I'm totally fine with the building lacks water. It's all this stuff over here. So we're good to go. Of course, we're also in the middle of a 3.5 day bad tide. So I'm going to kind of ride that out real quick. And then we're going to get some water back here for these to actually pump. And see what our situation looks like here with the waterfall. Make sure we don't have any leaks anywhere. And then we'll probably wrap up for the day and then do detailing up here next time and build out our farms next time. Just looking at the runtime of the video, I think it would get way too long otherwise. So yeah, I'm just going to chill until this bad tide passes and our big old water pumps back there are actually doing something. And since I had to wait several minutes, like I don't know, 30, 40 minutes. I went ahead and did the detailing. You can see some of it there, but I just kind of wanted to look at the waterfall. Because the two big water pumps up top are enough to not only fill this, but have it come over here where I did add a couple dams just to hold the water back. so that during a drought, the water fluid dumps can keep up. But it is not only enough to fill this and keep the pump running and keep this water flowing here, it filled the next area below for all of their pools and things that are down there, and has enough to then come over and finish our waterfall. Is the waterfall exactly what I had in mind? No. I do kind of wish I would have gone ahead and had it spill over here as well. And I still could, but I think it's okay as is. I think it's good. I'm really pleased. But you can see I added in. I brought in temporary foresters. They're gone now. Just to plant some trees and some bushes to get some natural looking stuff. We added in some fencing, some wood fence along here, metal back here, and then just a few decorations and just additional well-being things. Not a lot. A couple contemplation spots, a couple detailers, a couple scratchers, and that's it. We do have some hammocks for them to rest in, some benches where they can either come out and look out over the cliff, or they can come over here and admire the fountain. So it's looking pretty good. We do have buildings saying they lack workers, and you can see we're missing 34 beavers. Well, that'll be the beavers that will live over in this district, so it's fine. Of course it lacks workers. No beavers can get here right now. Because right now, all of this is a part of this district. We will rectify that soon, but it's not going to be in this video because, again, this one's gone on long enough. I think we've done a lot of good work today by finishing off the top of our cliffside district. So next time we will get some farms going down here, maybe some trees out over this way, and I'll probably in between videos have, oh, come on, like, there we go, have some bots or something come over here and remove all of this so that I can blast this flat. We don't need the scrap at all. We're fine we've been fine on scrap forever. What we need are potatoes, maple syrup, and canola seeds. That is what we need. So that is what's going to get planted over here. So why not make use of this space? We may even blast some irrigation channels through here. But I am absolutely thrilled with how this is coming along. Like I said a video or two ago, it's not exactly how I imagined it, but I think it might even be better than I imagined it. I really like how it works out. I like how everything up here just kind of blends together. And there's even a reason for our bridge to still exist, at least up to here. The bots that are working here and here in these two district crossings belong to the district way out of it that way. And that would have been there you go, perfect example. Thank you, bot 18,419. That would have been a very long distance for them to travel to get recharged or biofuel or punch cards or whatever they want. So we've got a charger there, and then just a little station here that they can just boop over to and then boop back. And then, of course, the haulers from the other district can come in still via the zip line, drop that stuff off, and then zip line back out. So I'm pleased. I hope you are happy with it as well. I cannot wait to hear what people think of this. I'm so excited. I'm gonna have to get the first person mod back just so I can look inside of this thing. But until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.